Hey, welcome to the Fatboy Fabe Show. It's episode 10. We got Trey Scott at the end.
Woo-woo.
Drew's not here with us today, but we got a special guest, Dunaste, the comedian. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good,
man. Hey, my man.
Yeah. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, let's get some round of applause.
My man, Dunaste in the house, man. Thanks for coming, man. We
Real,
really
man.
appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having me, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Here
A
we
little
go.
late.
A little late. That's all right. It's all good. Let's get some more applause. Some more applause.
Same love.
They love him.
They love him.
Thank you.
So tell me more. Tell me about your comedy, man.
That's the worst fucking opening
I
question.
know,
I've ever
right?
heard in
Like,
my
damn,
life.
how do they even know he
That
do
is so
comedy?
horrible.
Hey, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Tell me about your comedy. Like,
Tell me about your comedy.
Hey, I'd like
What
to
do
put you in
want-
an impossible situation to be funny.
Or
Right.
like, what do you want to know about it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did that on the radio in Cincinnati once on the road, and you call it like you do like radio spots, you know?
Yeah.
And this one was a call-in one, so it really sucks. You can't see the people's face, so it's like timing and shit. Like they can't read you, right?
Yeah.
Well, this guy didn't matter anyway. So sometimes, usually you call in, someone answers, and they go, okay, you're going to go on the radio here in 2 minutes and blah, 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 right? This one was, you call in, I go, hello? Hello? And they go, yeah, hold on. And I'm like, okay, what? And then I hear the radio guy's voice come through. He goes, now on the phone, we've got Gabe Knows, a comedian who's at Go Bananas this week.
Yeah.
Hey, Gabe, you there? And I go, yep. And he goes, all right, do your stuff. I was like, what?
what the fuck you want me to do, man?
You want me to do my comedy right now? He goes, yeah,
Yeah.
do your stuff.
So you,
All
buddy,
right.
go.
And it's like, what? I don't do radio friend. It was the worst.
Actually.
I
My
wouldn't know how to
nightmare
say
is
it.
for that thing to surface someday.
Damn.
So
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm new at this. I'm not great at
We
this.
about to find that shit.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
practice with you.
it was horrible.
It's cool, man.
Shit.
You know, we episode, what, 10?
10,
You know
yep.
what
Yeah,
I'm
man, we in the
saying?
game.
We in the game, man. You know, round of applause for Fatboy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, some niggas don't make it past episode 6.
Oh yeah,
Whole crew fall apart.
Yeah.
seen it many
hopefully,
times.
You know, man, 10 is a dynamic number, you know what I mean?
Yep.
The number of completion, you know, number of progress, you know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Add one more zero, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100.
Hey, we gonna make it there.
Keep it 100,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like I say, my name is comedian Dunaste. I'm originally from St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul in
St.
the
Paul.
house.
Yeah. I'm born and raised. I'm bilingual, bi-coastal, got a large family.
But hold on, wait. You bilingual?
I was waiting for bisexual to come on there. Just the way he was like lining it up like that.
Hey, it is probably.
I don't think that. I'm just saying. I thought
You bilingual? What a
a lot of rhythm there. It was
I speak Somali, man.
Like fluently? No way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I ain't even know that.
That's a fun fact.
I ain't know that at all.
Somali?
You know, all you needed to know about is like 5-6 Somali words. You know what I'm talking
How
about?
you,
Okay.
how you
How'd you
get a
learn?
girl?
Huh?
How you get a girl that only know how to speak Somali?
Squatting.
What's that?
Squatting?
Squatting.
That's a word in Somali?
Squatting.
Squatting.
Squat.
Score.
Squat? Why?
Then.
Yeah.
Squatting.
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 How you doing?
Oh, that's it?
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be something crazier.
And
Okay.
then they gonna be like,
Squatting.
what? And so you gotta say, then normally the response is if you say how you doing, they can say good. So you say fion.
Yeah.
Fion.
Fion.
Theon.
Yeah.
You gotta say it with that. Theon.
Or
you
not.
did all this to have sex with a Somali girl, huh?
I did.
Yeah, that's good. No, I
That's
respect
what I'm
it.
saying,
I speak
though,
English
bro,
and I have
the
sex
length
with
of
women.
the comedy shit, you got to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a large African population here.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
You dig what I mean? And
And they can be thick. I
we
see
got-
the booty.
And this is real,
Definitely
man.
think.
My
Definitely.
name do nasty, man.
So you do nasty?
I'm do nasty, but that comes from, I
Doing
got my
nasty.
name in a different way, and then it had nothing, you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. So
Yeah,
double
I
entendre?
say, yes, double entendre. But then in the same hand, it's like, I grew up and adapted to a whole lot of things. But as far as the African goes, bro, I probably hit damn near everything that got to do with an "and" in this motherfucker.
Hey, look.
Okay.
A Somalian, a Nigerian,
Hey, yup.
Liberian.
Hey, Liberian. He's all the Africans.
See, they call me
all the Africans.
Can man,
Sudanese,
Mexican,
everything
African,
like that, right?
Puerto
He's hitting
Rican.
it all.
Yeah. So, but you got to.
He hitting the tribes of Israel.
all of them. They love me, man. They love me.
Hey, man,
But
nothing
you got
wrong with
to
it.
understand it. It makes me understand culture
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
religion,
bro.
food.
Hey,
all type of stuff. You did.
Hell yeah.
Have you seen? So I have a story I tell all the time because it was so funny to me. But I was riding in a cab, and I'm like that white guy who like has to talk to everyone. Like if you get in the cab, I'm like, oh, where are you from? You know, I want to find out where they're from and all that shit. I like have real conversations with them. Well, one time I'm talking to this guy, I'm like, this is a good dude, man. I really like this guy. He's from Somalia and all this shit. And we're talking, and suddenly, well, you guys will be shocked to hear this. A black guy was taking too long to cross the street, and this dude had to slam on the brakes, and he goes, dude, he starts yelling at the guy, and he called him the N-word, right? And then looks at me like, huh, right? Yeah. Like these fucking N-word, and I'm like, hey, dude, I hate to tell you, but from where I'm sitting, you know, but I was shocked to learn that was like a thing, that there's some black on black racism there.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Because we had, you know, we had the Somali Americans and the African Americans had a long history, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, they like the black Jews.
In Minnesota.
Yeah, we don't fuck with them. No,
but I fuck with them.
No, I know.
I fuck with the Somali. I got a lot of Somali friends. I got a lot of Muslim friends. I done dated a lot of Somali women. But the thing is that 30 years ago, bro, when they came here, their parents was told certain things about African Americans.
That's probably true.
That put a stain in. They say black people was bad. They thugs. The hip hop, if they sag their pants, if they wear dreads, and all this stuff, right? So, and then on top of the strict Muslim religion already, it was like a fear that they was put into them until they came over here
and met us,
and they started living. No, they was a lot of black, like he said, black. It was some racism there. You know what I'm saying, between the cultures and things like that, because it was the misunderstanding. It was the language barrier, the being in a new cities, a new environment barrier. Smell barrier.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, if a Somali live in your crib, the whole building smell like. I
thought you was gonna say it. What it smell like?
Onions.
The
some
food,
type of goat.
Cooking. Think about black people. We embrace everybody. If you come to the hood, we gonna embrace you, no matter what color, where you come from. If you come, we gonna embrace you. But it's been a big cultural flip, between how the Somali and the blacks have. Now you see the Somalians out in the club. Yeah, they dancing,
kicking it,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's the new generation.
Yeah,
I know females.
They becoming niggas slowly. Like they slowly. We're watching the evolution of niggas.
They are in the way,
in real time.
They kind of hypocritical and a little racist.
I know.
But they're coming, you know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest hypocrites and racist, but they're coming around. I'll keep it real, though. They're coming around. I ran a Somali American restaurant last year.
That's what's up, man.
And so, over south, man.
Shout out to all my Somali homies, man. Y'all know Trey fuck with y'all. Super tough,
can't drive for shit. Y'all know that. They can't drive for shit.
Nope.
Or none of that.
Somali women, though? Somali women, though? Like...
fire.
Yes.
Always on their phone.
I've actually searched for Somali porn before, just from seeing them in a...
That's because that ass. You see that ass?
The curves. Just the curves in general are just bananas.
They just got ugly feet and hands.
Ew,
Other than that,
I never got that far.
I just say unique. I just say they're unique because, you know, they kind of they toes spread out like this. Most Somali's toes are spread out like this, got wide spread toes, and their hands is little skinny, whatever, but they pussy's fire.
I fucked a chick who was like 300 pounds worth of unique.
300 pounds.
Yeah, she was that very unique. No,
he ain't give her own show.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying. I like that he's saying it's unique.
Oh, you said her name was unique.
Well, no.
The situation was unique.
I woke up on a toilet. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
thankfully.
I'll just put water all over and move.
You know what I'm saying? Wakachalahai. Well, that's another word. Wakachalahai.
He really speaks Somali, y'all. That's
wow.
Wakachalahai.
Yeah.
So now you must just slay them now because now you have that in.
You only can say I love you to a female. Like you can't say Wakachalahai to another man.
Yeah.
You gotta say Wakachalahai to a female.
Oh, they're crazy homophobic. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they don't play, man. Even in jail. Yeah. They really don't play in jail.
What about with like how do Somali men greet you? You know, like let's say you go to your first cookout or something like that, you're dating a Somali girl. How do they receive you, would you say?
You're not. You're not. Let me tell you about the Somali culture, right? And right. For one, the religion and the culture do not believe in boyfriend, girlfriend type stuff, right? You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, they don't believe. So, the man can go out and do anything he wants to do, right?
Yeah, they got to figure it out.
But the Somali female, she ain't no. You can be fucking with a Somali female for 2 years, Joe. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about doing everything a regular couple will be doing.
Right.
All that. You know what I mean? And you would never meet her family.
Because you're not Muslim.
But it's not even about being Muslim. It's just that it's not even about just being Muslim, right? It's just that they cannot have boyfriends.
Right.
Well, it gotta be strictly go straight to marriage.
It's gotta be some marriage shit. Yeah. You can't come around like, Americans, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, or whatever the fuck. No, it's none of that. The men can go out and do whatever, but you know what I'm saying? And then it's so hard for a lot of the Somali women to even explain this to not just African American men, but to an American person, because the culture is so strict, the religion is so strict, they be like, you just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And so if they fuck you, a lot of them be one night stands or a little bit, or unless you kind of got some type of game that can keep them around.
I will definitely say I only smashed the Somali girls I hit like once or twice. It was never like a ongoing situation.
Never gonna be no ongoing situation.
How many of you hit?
Me, like,
until you learn, you gotta really learn the culture and the religion.
3 for sure.
The more you learn the culture and the religion, the more you learn the women.
Can I ask some disruseful questions?
Yeah,
I'm so curious about this because I am attracted to him, but I've never even thought.
I love them. You gotta fuck them with they always gonna keep the hijab and shit on.
That was gonna be one of the questions.
Oh no, I took that shit off.
You be like, take this shit off.
She was wearing a hijab when you were with her.
You wave it over your head like a helicopter.
Sure.
When we got back to the crib, she took that shit off.
For sure.
Titties out.
Everything.
Pussy titty, that's all.
Man, I'm talking National Geographic.
I love Somali women, man.
I'm curious.
Crazy.
People want to know.
Crazy. I do, man. And then it's crazy. The more you fuck them and the more you understand about the religion and the food and everything like that.
And their hair is so
domesticated. The more what's the name? Like, first I was going for the ones that was Americanized.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? That dress like you.
Now you're waiting by the docks.
Now he looking for Hoya.
Now, because it's like those are the sneakiest, freakiest. Oh my God. When they be sneaking and fucking in a shit cut and they be bad and with the shit, you like. And there's so much you can teach them and learn them.
Oh yeah,
and it's like it's comedy, man. I like learning from different cultures.
Do you find them to be more adventurous though, or less so? Are they a little restrained typically?
A little bit.
I would think so.
Yeah, they're a little restrained. But then that's what I'm like. I don't even give a fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like the presentation anyway. That y'all present yourself reserved and anything like that, and y'all covered up, whatever. But y'all really a freak underneath.
They're beautiful. I think that's hot. I think it's hot to even be unfurling that.
There'd be a lot of women like that, man. That they be them undercover freaks.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
But it's the religion that really is no different than Christianity or any other thing like that. If you grew up in a strict culture or religion where they saying if you do this, this is gonna happen. You do this, boom, this is gonna happen. And then you got strict parents, and you're gonna. It's like
just like
you feel what I'm saying?
Girls and stuff. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or one of those one of those girls from
and stuff.
Pennsylvania. Where they have in their little villages and shit.
Yeah. Oh, the Amish people.
The Amish people.
Yeah, they be fucking.
They go on Rumspringa. They go crazy.
Y'all remember Amish in the City? It was a show about it.
No Amish pussy, man. I had a lot.
I'm not going back to the tribe, man. To the commune. I ain't going back.
I haven't had no Amish pussy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though.
I don't think they shave.
They probably don't. Okay. They probably don't.
I
know French women don't. I done been with some French women. They do not shave.
This motherfucker said that with certainty. You looked at some Amish porn.
No, they don't use electricity. They don't have electricity.
You don't need electricity.
You don't need electricity to shave?
I know, right? Wouldn't they like? You know what I'm saying?
That shit must hurt.
On a stone.
That shit gotta hurt.
A stone just
chipping my beard one time with a razor. That motherfucker started pulling hairs out.
Yeah, I can't do that. But I'm saying, the lady shave normally would like. What, Nair or
Nair?
I mean, it was the razors.
No, I'm curious. Now I'm gonna go look at some Amish porn later on.
I feel like you're gonna get these fucking Somali women killed or whatever. Like, where they're gonna do those honor killings because you're fucking some black guy. Like, you teach them how to give head and all this shit.
They gonna stone them.
Yep. And then their family's gonna stone them because of you.
Men do not know how to fuck, man.
I thought he was gonna say fight.
That doesn't surprise me, but that's surprising because they got that big ass.
You know what I'm saying? They know how to. They do a whole lot of extra shit, but let me tell you, man. Whew, it's just like culturally thing. Like, what is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just a culture thing, and Somali men culturally is not a romantic culture. Yeah. African culture is not a romantic culture.
You don't think of no handsome Somali dude?
It's like business.
No.
Some smooth ass Somali dude with slippers on and a dress.
Narrow shoulders and a big ass.
Big ass forehead.
I have some
hairline over here.
Cool ass Somali homies that be knocking all type of bitches, bro.
Yeah, I don't believe I got some too. I
think one of your mics are off, by the way. One of the mics
is that mine?
Jesus Christ! Yeah, it was yours.
My bad. But I got some.
Luckily, you talk so loud it doesn't matter.
I heard them on both our mics.
Right? No, me too.
I got some Somali homies, man. That motherfucking they got swag in a bag, and they attract like all type of different women too. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because they actually have got flack for adapting and hanging around me. Or more African Americans and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? They grab it. They like, nigga, I grew up around niggas all my life.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. When you got to grow where you grow up, man. You know those white guys that be black guys that hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, he just grew up with us, man.
I know a few.
Shout out to my homie Mitch, man. Mitch can say, nigga, if I don't give a damn. Like, he been one of us for years. So, one of my boys, Mitch. Yeah.
You're saying you weren't talking about me?
Is he white?
No, Gabe.
What color is Mitch?
Mitch is white.
Mitch is white.
White.
Okay, so could we be transparent and just open?
Yeah, we can open. This is an open space, man.
Little touchies. All right. Because which color are you? Mexican?
Puerto Rican.
Okay. So you Spanish? Latino. And Gabe is white.
I'm black as hell.
You black? I'm black. Right?
Part Lebanese.
And Lebanese, right? You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Why is it? Because this happened to me at a comedy show, right? And before. I'm up here doing my comedy. And it was a beautiful Asian couple and this lady in the motherfucking audience. And I was like, damn. I ain't never had no chink pussy, right?
Damn.
Right?
Maybe it's your approach, what you're saying.
No, I'm already killing.
You should have left.
I'm already killing. No. You see how you even got a part? Do you see how you even got part?
Right.
You just said that you even let your white friend say the nigga word.
No, I said.
But then when we say, you said he could.
I don't let him.
But I'm just saying he could, and you don't.
I just trap him.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure you say the N word too, right? Sure. The nigga word, right? And I'm pretty sure if Gabe's probably said it, you'd be like. Get him. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, like, you feel me? So
I haven't said that in weeks.
Yeah. Look, see, yeah.
He said it to his black girlfriend.
He might not say it fucking out in the public or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it said it. But I had it boom, boom, boom. So,
shit.
Case in point is that was
what are you saying?
The case in point is I said that and I offended the lady. Everybody laughed, and at the end, you know what I'm saying? She came and I'm like.
She came up to you after the show?
She said something. She was like, I didn't like the way, I didn't like that part, the chink part.
What did you say to her?
Huh?
No,
because that was my I was like, man, I ain't never had no, I said, I said,
I'm just joking, y'all. I got Asian kids, man.
I know you do, though. You know what I'm saying?
I've really got Asian family.
You wanted some chink pussy. You dig what
You do?
Just like they want nigga dick.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's it. So this is and I understand, and I'm not trying to draw.
No, I know
because it's bro. But when you talking about different races and how we accepted them to use the nigga word, but when we say the derogatory word towards their race, it's looked in and appalled at as you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mexicans say it, Asians say it, you know what I'm saying? White people say it, you know, and everything like that. But when we say it, you know, it's looked up at as like, come on now.
Right.
That's because you guys have your own word that no one else can say. So, like, we're going, like, now you're playing on our words?
No,
like,
I just told you. I just told you.
But I don't think there's a lot of I don't think there's a lot of people who say that.
I just told you. It is. It is.
At least not. I mean, they say it under their breath in their car.
No. Look, you'll be surprised, though, Gabe. You'll be surprised, man. Like, culturally, overall, like, what was that? The Mexican. There was a Mexican rapper.
Mexican OT.
Mexican OT. He just did a podcast.
We were just talking about this
perfect
at the barbershop.
The Mexican OT just did a podcast, and he uses the N-word, and he said, you know, and he said if it's black people, he said, what's somebody gonna do about it? Because Mexican OT, I believe, has a black half brother. You know what I'm saying? And he grew up in the hood, and he says nigga, and we, you know.
My brother black.
You know what I mean? He's like, man, I grew up in the hood. My brother black. Like,
this is what I said at the barbershop. Because we were just talking about it. Basically, I feel like there's certain subclasses of races that can say it. Mexicans, some Asians, but meaning the Lao Asians, the Cambodian Asians,
the dark skin.
What?
See, that's racist.
Because they're in the hood. They grew up with us.
You're a self-hating black man.
I'm not.
I'm joking. I don't fucking know.
I might be though.
Dude,
I don't got no black kids.
Dude.
But I just feel like the Puerto Ricans.
I've never understood. I want to say that. I have never understood why black people let Puerto Ricans say it. Never understood.
They're like a subclass hood or
Puerto
race.
Ricans are black too.
Right.
No, they're ethnic.
Ethnic, right. They got a black ancestor.
They got African in them.
Yeah, ethnic.
Yeah, they got black in them.
They got black ancestors.
You know what I'm saying?
Or African. I don't know if you consider black an American thing or African American. Just that. Like, do you say black, I'm black, or do you say I'm an African American?
I'm black.
All right, so there you go.
You know
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you are black.
Thank you.
So that's what I'm saying. Puerto Ricans, we got African.
I can't switch.
We got Spain.
Yeah, you could wear white makeup, you'd still be black.
Right, I can't.
There's
only one way I could be.
Yeah, we're right there. And we got African. We got our.
But y'all speak Spanish.
Yeah, because we got taken over by Spain.
Yeah.
Just like the same thing. You know, we were slaves too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was right there at the same. We was on the same boat, just different stops.
So it's like this.
It is.
So slaves can say nigga.
And Puerto Rico is part of United States.
Yeah.
So,
but they don't want to be. They kind of just taken over.
They got took over.
They did.
I know.
But damn, I kind of want them to be though, because gas was like 80 cents a fucking gallon.
Yeah, but if you go to Puerto Rico right now, you get no taxes taken out of your money.
A lot of that shit.
But if they become American, then they get their taxes taken out of their money.
Oh, okay.
So
you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want your money getting.
They don't make a lot of Mexicans in Puerto Rico.
That's why a lot of them a lot of people live in Puerto Rico, then fly over to Miami.
Yeah, or New York,
or somewhere
towards
like
the Northeast.
That, you know what I'm saying, to live. I met a lot of people like that. So,
hey, what's another question you have?
Another question I have? Sure, I was gonna ask him like, what's so you how long you been doing comedy? How did you even come into doing comedy? Like, did you just wake up one day and was like, yo, I want to be a comedian, or did you just like saw somebody that inspired you to become a comedian?
Man, that's the word. When I think back, it's I always been a comedian.
Always. So you was the class clown type person.
Even further than that, I think that my life was. I think comedians is born.
Okay.
Too.
Oh, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And
born funny.
Huh?
you just born funny. Like you just got
it's
that.
Just not necessarily
that funny
just
bone.
Been born funny. It's just that the life tragedies that I was born into,
trials and tribulations,
started shaping into the
Stay on your mic there too, Dunaste, just so you know. It's like cutting out, yeah.
I just feel like my life was, I was born into situations and it started shaping me into a comedian and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes when you grow up in the hood, you know, you have to learn how to roast. You know, learn how to joke.
True. Or you're gonna get slayed,
or you're gonna have brothers and cousins, you know, we're gonna stay you're gonna be picking on each other, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And so
can I dive in and ask him something on this? Like, I mean, on this point?
For sure.
So there's a great comic named Greg Fitzsimmons who he said this to me and I thought this is really...
That's my last name, by the way.
What's that? Fitzsimmons?
Not Fitzsimmons, but Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Fitzsimmons, those were they used to own the Simmons.
Irish, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Irish slave masters.
They owned
the Simmons.
Yeah. He's Fitzsimmons, nigga.
Oh, just the Simmons. She just got the tip that night.
He said that because, you know, just on its face, and this is like some comics don't like hearing this, but to me, I'm very comfortable with it. Like, it's not normal to want attention in the way that we get it, right? Like to stand up in front of a crowd and do that and all that shit. And I'd say, you know, some people say, oh, they just like to make people laugh. But in my experience, it's like, it's all for us. Like, it's for us mostly.
Right.
And what his thing was, like, you have to have a hole blown through you at some point in your youth to want to fill it up that bad.
Yep.
And at first when he said it, I actually was like, I don't believe that happened to me. And I was very confused. And then
it happen?
I had I had a stutter growing up. Like a pretty bad one where I went to speech therapy, like till 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And this is in the 80s.
Yeah.
There's no anti-bullying shit. Like I had teachers fucking imitate my stutter, right? Like for real.
Yeah.
But what you mean?
Yeah. Oh, dude. And I was like a machine gun. Like it was not fucking good.
I slapped you in the back of the head.
Yes. Yeah, oh, for sure. If I have to see old videos of it now, it's like just torture.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's so now I see that as just a really true thing. So what's the thing that blew a hole in you that made you, you know, and I don't mean to make that sound like a negative thing. I just, you know, I just think it's true for a lot of us. Maybe it's not for you.
What blew a hole in me?
Pause.
I was just about to say that.
Definitely pause.
I didn't want to ruin the moment though. I didn't want to ruin the thing.
Yeah. You know. No, I'll probably say, you know, I grew up in foster care, right?
There you go.
You dig what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And so my first real traumatic incident that happened to me was I got hit in my eye, my left eye.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's why I got a lazy eye, you know.
What'd you get hit with?
I got hit with a belt buckle.
Holy fucking shit, man. That is insanely brutal.
I got hit with a belt buckle, you know what I'm saying? And so this is where I say comedians is born. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I can have every reason to not like or hate so many people for so many different reasons. You dig what I'm saying? Of the pain and the things that I had that was projected onto me and happened to me, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was all in design to be able to inspire and take those incidents and those things different to help other people.
How old were you?
I first, I was about 5 or 6.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
I was like 5 or 6, right? And so you know, then growing up, I started losing strength in my my eye. You know what I'm saying? And the doctors did tell me that I was going to lose a lot of vision in that eye. You know what I'm saying? And so technically, I'm legally blind in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so throughout life growing up, I had a roast, I had a joke, but it wasn't because of this my eye. It was because like
we used to dress fucked up too.
Right. Oh yeah. No, for real.
You know, we didn't have to. You know, but I was in
clothes.
There was plenty of things to fucking.
But I was in
family
family for.
right?
It's so man. My shit is just all over, man. That's why it's a long story, and you know, I'm in the process of writing a book. You feel what I'm saying, and a whole lot of extra shit. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is the initial start in trauma was probably 5 or 6 years old, and with the comedy, and then if you wanna, I mean, with the not the comedy, but with the
like,
you know what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
man, absolutely, I do.
You know what I mean? Where the birth of it all comes. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the things that we gotta tap into when we go on stage, some way or the other, to talk about traumatic incidents and make it funny.
Exactly.
And cause so other people can heal from it, because they looking at us like, how can we get through this? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
because you don't know what.
And it's to control the way that people are laughing at you, in a sense, right? Like, like that's for me, that was huge. Like, I'm gonna get made fun. There's no fucking question. I'm gonna get made fun of. So it's like, better be ready to hit back.
Yeah. So you got to turn your weakness into your strength. And for me, it's like.
And now it's a gift.
Bitches love kissing my pupil, man. You don't talk about
kissing your pupil?
My pupil. I take my glasses off like, if bitches, you really love me.
Give it a little kiss. I'll try.
Kiss my pupil. And they were like,
Did you ever see people struggling to which one to focus on?
It's like, I don't make them kiss the pinky ring. It's like, kiss the pupil, bitch.
You sound like Bill Cosby when you say that too. Yeah. That's good.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? I gain power.
I think it is. I'm with you 100%.
Because that's what it's like, this bitch love me for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%, man.
You gotta embrace yourself. That's why Fabe didn't go by Fatboy Fabe. He's like, fuck it.
Yeah, but see,
I'm gonna ride with it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? Everybody uses something against. I use the Fatboy Fabe thing.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, all right, so after you get past the Fatboy part, what else do you have to say about the show?
Okay.
Right? Because if I may name the Fabian show, first thing people are going to say in the comments is like, you fat motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? Before you can even get there, I'm going to take that shit from you and I'm going to just call the Fatboy Fabe show. You really, what are you going to say? You don't like the way I talk?
Right.
You don't like the way I dress? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Did you ever think about having it be called the Fatboy Stupid Fabe Show too? Just to just to head that off too.
Fuck you, man. How about that? The Fatboy Stupid Show. The Fatboy Stupid Fabe.
I can't think of a way to say that you get mad at other people getting pussy, but.
Man. Hey, come on, man.
Okay.
I know. I shouldn't bring that up again.
What happened?
No.
Oh, my God.
Don't get pussy around me.
We ain't talked 2 weeks since that shit happened.
He hates it.
Me and Homeboy had a little discussion, which we're not going to have.
Okay.
And then Gabe
because it's sensitive.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay. Not on air.
It was super funny.
That's funny.
That was not funny.
It was after the fact. It was after the fact.
It was not.
Because I'm like over here talking. I'm having a personal conversation with him, and he just in the middle of the show just starts shooting
we having
at
a
me.
personal conversation on live.
Right.
No, it was like towards the end of it though.
It was what? You guys were in therapy session? Right.
No, we were just talking shit, man. Wait, I felt like I was being attacked by Gabe.
Which
Which you was just fucking with you.
Yeah, I was just fucking with you in the lie. I thought it was funny.
It was funny. It was funny when you look back at it, but not in the moment. The moment was just like,
oh yeah, you really got mad.
No, I wasn't really mad.
That's
I was upset.
Okay. I was upset.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. I wasn't like.
You sound like a guy who just slapped his girlfriend. Like, no, I wasn't mad. I was just upset. I was upset.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. If you smack your girlfriend and then say, I'm just upset.
I'm just upset. Yeah. I'm just upset. Not mad. I'm not mad.
Sorry.
I'm just upset.
Hell no, I ain't going to jail.
You just made me so upset.
Look
what you made me do by getting me upset.
Look what you made me do.
I'm going to jail.
This is all your fault. So, man, just to keep it going, man.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's some of the best advice you've gotten? Some of the worst advice you've gotten for comedy? Or you could, some of the best advice you've given?
Okay.
I'm go either way.
To keep it surface level, without getting too deep, some of the worst advice that I've gotten was to stay, to become a legend, a hometown legend, you gotta, stay in your city. Build your name in your city, right? Get the city to fuck with you.
Okay.
The people to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Before the world mess with you. So it's kind of like, what does he call that? A double entendre or something? I don't know. Got two meanings because I agree with that, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I believe like that's some good advice and also some worse advice because it's like you have to have a hometown following. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying?
Before you hit the world.
Before you hit the world, man. Your city, and I feel like if you can't bring people out with no backing, bro, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With no machine. If you can't get out there and sell a fucking ticket, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah. If you can't sell yourself, I used to sell drugs, bro.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I sell jokes. I got a fucking record. This ain't, I don't sell drugs.
I got cash.
I don't sell. I said I used to.
Used to, keyword used to.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then we're going to get to there as well because, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that, I dealt with and had to overcome and battle to build this Dunaste and this brand and this dream. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, when it comes to, that's like I say, it's both ways. They say, hey, stay in your city, build your name. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like if you can't bring, 50, 100 people, some this year, 100 people out to your own show and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You're like, come on now. Before you spend the world, right? Mm-hmm. And then if you stick in this bitch too long, they're going to try to, no matter where you travel and go to and the accomplishments that you achieve, such as myself, some people are still going to look at you as a local comedian. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's like the more tangible you are to people, the more, less that they will respect you.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And they don't know Minneapolis. Anyone who says that, or because we don't elevate our own image.
Man,
in Minneapolis.
No, we don't, bro. It's crazy.
It's because the ones that really made it from here ain't
you have to
really
go make it somewhere
back.
else.
Exactly.
Yep, it's always coming back.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I used to have fan bases in other cities.
Yes.
And I'd come back here and it felt like the most inhospitable in a way.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but it's your own people. It's your own town.
It's just the way Minnesota shows love. Like, even if you go to like a sporting event, the crowd is never really rowdy.
Yeah, we have like self-hate. We have like institutional self-hate.
It's not just here though.
So if you're from here, you must be a piece of shit too.
I'm from Massachusetts and it's the same deal over there. Because I came all the way from Massachusetts. I moved to different states. I've moved from North Carolina, South Carolina, Miami, Michigan, here. You know what I'm saying? I moved around a lot.
Motherfuckers know mad.
And motherfuckers don't, I get more support from people from different states, from here specifically, Minnesota, than I do from back home.
Yeah,
and these motherfuckers knew me from since I was a little kid in the dirt.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But
for sure. But Minnesota has always been that way, man, from the corporate level to the street level.
So, but
you know what I'm saying?
Here's
like
why,
we always,
my question
if
is,
you come to Minnesota and you cool. And you ain't on no bullshit. We'll let you in and you get you some paper. No matter if you on the corporate level or the street level.
But if you're not from here, though,
if you're not from here,
you can easily come here.
The women want you more. Set up shop. If you a dope boy, you can be from. Where you from? Oh, you cool? You got that bag? Yeah. You ain't no nut. All right, boo, 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 boo. And that's how it was growing up in Minnesota.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But unless you want some bullshit. That's why we are a melting pot of like different states and cultures and gangs and religions and so many.
You'll see like some West Coast vibes here. We even get like some East Coast vibe. Yeah. People always say like, you got like an East Coast swag. I'm like, bro, I'm not nowhere near from the East Coast.
We're known to get some money, bro.
Yeah, but like New York has like New York famous people where it's like they're famous in that city. They make big money, whatever, but we don't know them anywhere else. Like we don't have that here.
We don't have that.
No, we don't.
50 Tyson's famous.
That's my homie.
50 Tyson's famous no matter what. He's famous.
But he is in this way. You know what I'm saying?
People famous back home know him.
He you know what I'm saying? And so like and that's what with Fame, you talking about like certain things like when motherfuckers listen, when they say Minnesota, what attaches and associates them to Minnesota? You know what I'm saying? And then you listening to on comic side, you know, or a rapper side, whatever like that, you talking about, 50 Tyson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so his name is coming up in conversations regardless. Yeah. Yeah. So no matter what a person's level of making it is, you dig what I'm saying? If my name can make it into a conversation amongst the who's, then I've made it. Yeah. Because the average person wake up a nobody.
100%.
You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They live, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how big your house is. I don't give a fuck how beautiful a family you got. You can go to work every day and all that, right? Mm-hmm. And be an average person. True. You dig what I'm saying? And if you die today, motherfuckers is gonna forget about you in a week.
Oh yeah. Unless you got, unless you dig what I'm saying?
And so unless you are touching the people, that's what matters. That's what legacy means to me.
Nah, facts.
Unless you touch the people, touch the people, and leave a stain of you behind. A stain of you behind, man.
Couple stains.
You dig what I'm talking about?
Leave a big stain.
Big stain. A couple splashes of you behind. A memorable. Yeah. Authentic. Yeah. You know, that's what my goal is, man. It's just, you know, God over anything, but it's genuine, original, authentic, and talented right there, though, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to leave a splash of you.
That's
behind.
A double entendre.
Yeah, right. For sure.
A triple.
You know? It's triple, actually. Yeah.
Triple.
Greatest of all time. It's a quadruple, however you want to say it. You know?
Endless entendre.
Endless, you know what I mean?
Good at that top. I'm so
good at that top. Hey, anything he sets his mind to, dude, just stop it there.
Oh, that was dyslexic. That was good. No.
I don't suck dick, but if I did, I'd do it.
That was no. He be giving that guy. That's that guy. He said good at that top. That's that guy.
I realize I can't read
that guy. Yeah.
Hey, it's not my fault, man. Blame slavery. No,
right.
I've been bred not to read, nigga.
So yeah. That was the answer to that question right there, though.
How many minutes we on, Gabe?
Oh, we're good, man. 45.
45?
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of fast.
We having a good time.
Shit, no, I still got one more question for you, though.
For sure.
You got one more question.
Yeah. What's some annoying habits you got?
Some annoying habits. It depends on the purpose. Who's been annoyed by it?
Just say so you ever had a set where
I don't have any annoying habits. I don't know nobody that have any annoying habits.
Like, for example, like,
if I got habits, I enjoy it.
Like, I have a bad habit of biting my nails.
Like a motherfucker that pop their gum or something? Is that what you
That's mean? Not a habit.
Somebody that do
That's not my habit.
Yeah. Or it could be anything. It could be something that you do on stage that you think is annoying, but people might not pick up. Like, I like biting my nails, for example.
Okay.
Or like a ritual type of thing.
Yeah, something that you do.
Okay. Something that I do that I say a lot.
That could be considered annoying.
That could consider being annoying.
Like motherfuckers say basically.
You know what I'm saying. 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 You know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's I say that a lot. I try to correct myself and kind of think a little bit before I speak.
Yeah.
A little bit more, but when I'm flowing and I'm in a good environment and I'm on stage,
that shit was strong.
You know, I kind of like.
Okay.
Oh, can I get another little shadig dick? Right there. Right. Since you there, my friend. But yeah,
we about to be done.
Okay, yeah, for sure. But
I don't know why the fuck I just did that.
Yeah.
Stomach hurt.
I told y'all, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just gonna get into these last little two topics we got.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't nothing too crazy.
Okay.
But first one, what's the first one we got? Not the Tyler the Creator one. I think it's
What'd you say? I was just sitting down. I was not in the room.
Yeah, what's that? What's one of the topics? Not the one with the Tyler Creator.
Oh, the flyer?
Other one.
We got this one. Hang on one second. Here it comes. Sorry, I was ready with Tyler, but now with this. Here we go. And bing.
Yeah.
What?
You soft if you let them check your receipt at the Walmart.
I just learned this.
What you guys think about that?
What am I supposed to walk past the cripple lady in the front? You know what I'm saying?
I just learned that legally they can't actually ask you to do that.
Oh, well, shit.
Like, basically, you can keep it moving.
Oh, I'm keeping it moving now from now on then.
So because now I should probably look it up before I get you guys landed in the fucking pen.
Just a random post.
You gotta bail us out, Gabe.
This is my understanding is that, basically they deputize us as their fucking employee suddenly, right? Okay. Like now I'm checking my own groceries and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So apparently, God damn it, I gotta look it up while we're doing this. But basically that you can tell them like, no, like, or you can leave your receipt and keep walking. But basically, they don't have a right to detain you. They don't have a right to do that unless it's their
Sam's Club.
Unless it's their
Sam's
security
Club,
people.
Okay.
Right, but like the lady at the door asking you to see it.
Got memberships.
Okay. Yeah, but that's why. That's why, because you actually have to be a member of the store. It's actually.
And I'm googling it right
you're
now.
Part of the code. So you're really,
so
you're really an employee because you
pay to be part of that thing.
Right.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a subscription.
Yeah, you paying for a subscription.
I actually have Sam's Club. I'm on my mother's account.
Same, man.
Okay, this is what I got. This is from a Google, all right? So it says, while Walmart can ask to see your receipt as you leave, you are not legally obligated to show it unless they have probable cause to suspect you of shoplifting. If they do have reasonable suspicion, they can detain you for a reasonable amount of time to investigate. Mm-hmm. But it says in most jurisdictions, you are not legally required to show your receipt to a store employee simply as a condition of leaving the premises.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they have to say that they suspect you of committing a crime, basically.
Yeah.
And then... yeah, let's see.
Do you if it's an old lady at the end and she's like, "Can I see your receipt?" Are you not gonna let her see your receipt? I'll let her see my receipt.
I do.
Yeah, really like you're kind of an asshole to fucking not.
I do
Stop every time, right?
They just doing their job, whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I do.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, they're just skimming and just to,
Or maybe it's someone who, when you can feel the person's just being a dick.
The cameras is watching them. Their bosses is watching them.
Right.
Half of them don't even read everything on there.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I've been to Walmart.
They're looking for
on down times.
They're looking for shit that ain't in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
And I've seen, allegedly, I've seen people take stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they skim past it and dismiss over. But, yeah.
I'm going to go to Walmart right after this because I got to grab some shit for my kids anyway.
Yeah. You gonna
I'm going to try to just...
That's like the type of people who like refuse to show but they get in shit all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, guess what, dipshits? Because you do that kind of shit all the time. Every time. It's dickish stuff.
You're literally that guy.
Right. Yeah. Right. Like, I think if you feel that Walmart employees being a cocksucker, like where they're just picking on you because, they don't like the way you look, that's when you exercise this.
I usually think like I'm gonna start running when they go.
But that's their job, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Especially the people that's working.
Out there. So,
I like the answers, guys. Like the second I said it, I'm like, I don't know, just put that info out there.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's good.
For sure.
All right, so we got that out the way. I just want to talk one more last thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I felt kind of offended by this.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you know who Tyler Creator is.
Yeah.
He says enough with podcasters. We need electricians and teachers. Mm-hmm. But he's the same person that will tell people you can do anything you want to do, and if you want to do something, put your mind to it. He's one of those people, right?
Like what? Like we need more rappers?
No, like
we need. Like I'm saying, we don't need. We got enough of everything.
If you want to do a rapper, be a rapper. Like do whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I say, and that's what he used to be saying. Now he's switching it up with podcasts.
That's a lazy take. That's just a easy take.
Here's my deal: you could be a teacher and you could be an electrician and still do a podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You really can. You really can.
Me and Fabian got real.
But I gotta understand what context that he's taking it into. You know what I'm saying? Because
he's just saying there's too many podcasters.
Okay,
which there kind of are, but
that
doesn't mean it's all of them. Like they're just weak ones.
Welcome to the generation where everybody got a voice, man.
Yeah. But if that again, at the end of the day, most people was going into podcasting because of why?
Because they got something to say.
No, not because you got something to say. Everybody got something to say. It's like an opinion. They're going into it because of what? The monetization process.
Oh,
right?
but they don't know what that's like.
Most people is trying. We're trying to get to a platform where we can be independent and make some bread, right? So at the end of the day, I can't hate on no nigga, nobody that's trying to make some bread, right? You dig what I'm saying? No matter how it is, though. You know what I mean? So, I'm a creator. You dig?
Yep.
And so I think that it's a difference between content creators and creators of content.
Yep.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can elaborate.
I don't follow that one.
You don't.
Okay. I get what he's saying.
But I'm with you.
Content creator. A content creator is a person that watches a person that's making the content.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You can be anybody to be a content creator. I'm the one that creates the content.
Yep.
But the content creator blows up more off the creator of the content.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I can't hate on nobody that's trying to get some bread.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost.
And they doing it legally.
And they doing it legally and how many or however. You dig what I'm saying? I have my little I hate to use that word, but I have my backdrop and my microphone set up or stuff like that just in my basement. You dig what I'm saying? But I did not want to use, I was a podcaster.
Yeah.
Because I take podcasters' job very serious. I'm not the one that do this on an everyday basis and be like tune into the woo woo woo, but I do like to go on live sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, with my camera set up and my microphone set up like I am podcast, because aesthetically it looks good and pleasing to the eye, and people will flick past your live and be more acceptable to tune in than me just being on live sitting in my car.
And you do have a following.
You know
I've noticed it myself, man. Like, you got a lot of people that really fuck with you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like authentic following. You dig what I'm saying? This shit's like,
you got it from the mud.
From the mud. This is, you know what I mean? Like, I'm even listening to Gabe like saying that he was at the Mall of America, bro. I started doing comedy in 2006 here.
Mm-hmm.
In St. Paul, urban comedy, right? But I'm just saying, like, Mall of America was around, but it wasn't until later on that they had even allowed urban comedians in there.
Oh,
and
really?
and I was a part of breaking that door down.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
I did my first ever set at one of the Taboo Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And ever since then,
and that's facts.
I've been doing my thing.
And you know what I'm saying? And there's so much history that's come behind that. And that was an urban comedy show. A lot of comedians, famous, locally, everything was going there and was not selling out, bro.
Yeah.
Me and the comedians, we went there and we sold that bitch out. And now that you have today, you see a lot of urban or black comedians, you know what I'm saying, having their own night or running their own night. But it was because of, you know, them, we had to show the club and the owners back then, you know what I'm saying, that this is capable.
It's capable, man.
And it's a market here for that.
Oh, yeah,
we throw our own shows, man. You know me, comedian Trey Scott, throw my own shows, man.
Yeah.
If you see me on somebody's shows, it's because it's love.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's the only way. Like, only way, man. Only with love. Like,
and that's what I mean. And I inspire every comedian, man, to also start, you know, producing their own shows and getting it to that part of believing in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you really would know how much you believe in yourself when you have to put the money behind it.
When you gotta put your own bread, your hard-earned money.
Yeah, you know.
When you got your baby mama selling drinks in that motherfucker. Because you ain't got nobody else to sell drinks.
Yeah, all that, man.
And we ain't even together, but girl, sell these motherfucking drinks.
You know what I mean?
Hey, so, do it though.
You take it, I take it with grace, man. All the time, you know what I mean? Because you know, we got the Where My Fans At comedy show coming up.
Oh yeah. Is this one right
here? Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
July 2nd, you know what I mean? And like for me to even get to to the point where I can sell like $40 tickets or $80 tickets or even present a even $500 package, to the community confidently, you know what I'm saying? It's because I had a work history, consistency, grind.
Let me ask this too.
And everything to back that.
What celebrities have you worked with? Just so they know, because I know, but who else you been working with?
Well, as recent, well, I'll just take it back. I worked with Eddie Griffin. I worked with
that's my favorite comedian all time.
Yeah, I worked with D-Ray, D-Ray Davis, Lou Nell. I worked with so many comedians and superstars. I hosted a lot of rap shows like the 2 Chainz, That Myth, Boosie.
I remember that 2 Chainz show.
Yeah, I did.
Did you see Boosie last time he was in town?
No, I didn't see Boosie last time he was in town, but I hosted the first Boosie show at Club Myth, man. And when he got out of jail after he beat his case, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
that's
dope.
Juicy J, I worked with Juicy J.
Hey, shout out to Uncle Juicy.
I just did the We the Ones with Mike Epps, We the Ones comedy tour, and that was at the Armory Theater. You know what I'm saying? And man, I did the Shaq All-Star comedy. I did every theater here in St. Paul, like the Pantages, the every theater. Well, I didn't do not the Fitzgerald in St. Paul, but downtown Minneapolis. But Mike Epps and Lil Duval on the We the Ones, that's it's a lot of people, man. I just can't just
that was like 10,000
but that
people
was
at that show.
that was my biggest
packed.
platform right there, though. Right there. And that was at the Armory Theater February 1st. So
what happens at your shows, just to tell people what goes on? Because it looks like it's more than